Tonight I am grateful for those readings. This is certainly, we had a watch on it last night, keeping the youth, keeping all of us really from these idols, something that would lure us away. And as we worked on last night, and as Mrs. Eddy says, that the only real attraction is that of spirit. In one of the Carpenter books, Gilbert Carpenter says that it's so much wiser when a parent protects instead of directs his child or children. And by that he meant sometimes it's very easy to tell a child, do this, do that, don't do this, usually out of fear. But when you protect your children, you know that they have the mind of Christ, that they will do right, that they are obedient to the mind that made them, as Mrs. Eddy says, and they cannot be influenced erroneously. This is the work that should be done by a Christian Science parent, and it should be done for all of us in knowing that this truth and to let this truth operate. Recently, I've been able to observe a young child, someone younger than 2, and I was interested in watching it because in a recent lesson in Roundtable, we talked about one of the duties of man is to be childlike, that Jesus said we wouldn't enter the kingdom of heaven unless we were to become as a little child. So in observing this little one, some of the things that I observed was, well, one, that she would wake up in the morning so happy. None of this, oh, it's taken me a while, and oh, my goodness, it's a gloomy day. Of course not. The little child just wakes up naturally happy, and then so happy to see everybody, and you know, to greet them with hugs and kisses and hellos, just exuberantly, and to express love when given a ball or something to play with, that she would want to share it with others, and just so delighted in the simple things. And I was watching her. She's learning a lot of new things, but one is climbing the stairs by herself. And every step she would take, she would say, "I did it, Mommy, I did it." But it was such enthusiasm for the smallest thing. And I really learned a lot. And I wrote some of these things down to remember. Am I that joyous in the morning? Am I so happy to see people? Am I grateful and exuberant to overcome or to conquer some new challenge? This is the childlike qualities that we all must cultivate in ourselves, and to pray that they are kept. I will conclude from Miscellaneous Writings on 110, where she tells us, "Beloved children, the world has need of you, and more as children than as men and women. It needs your innocence, unselfishness, faithful affection, uncontaminated lives. You need also to watch and pray that you preserve these virtues unstained and lose them not through contact with the world. What grander ambition is there than to maintain in yourselves what Jesus loved, and to know that your example, more than words, makes morals for mankind?"